I've helped creators make over $22 million in GMV and over $3 million in personal profit.
You've helped people generate over $22 million on TikTok Shop?
Over 22 million, dude.
What's the number one thing that you feel like people need to change when they're doing TikTok Shop?
100% it's going to be.
Welcome back to the number one social commerce podcast on the internet. Today we are joined by my boy Nick Fowler. Nick has been in the TikTok Shop space since the beginning of the affiliate program. Nick has killed it for himself as also with his entire family. His sister's done over 10 million in sales and he's helped coach so many students to becoming successful. Nick, what do you do for a living?
TikTok Shop, man.
TikTok Shop, I absolutely love it. So listen, bro, what I was saying is when I started this podcast, it was very much so structured and what do you do? How do you make money? I feel like this one's going to be interesting because you're not just a shop creator. You're this new version of things that we are becoming, which is a social commerce influencer, I believe.
Yeah.
There's a couple of us.
Yeah, there's a good amount, but I honestly think it's going to continue to grow in that regard. But yeah, I'm definitely moving in the direction of, I'm trying to build something long-term. And the scary part about TikTok Shop affiliate is that it could all be gone tomorrow. I talked about this with my sister, or, your account could be gone tomorrow. You got to restart this thing or that thing. Right. And, again, it's super lucrative. The money's there, right? That's where all the money's at. But I want something I could build long-term. So I'm building my personal brand like crazy right now.
But you personally, when you started, because you've done how much in sales?
I've done 3 million in GMV, just myself. But obviously my story is that my whole family's in this whole thing. So that's definitely a huge part of it too. But
and then what's been your highest day in sales that you've had?
Highest day? I actually don't even know exactly. I probably have a screenshot somewhere, but it's probably 50 plus K in sales.
In one day?
Yeah.
What was your best product of all time?
A retractable car charger. I actually just posted a video about this recently.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing was only at 50 sales when I promoted it, and now it's at over 200,000 sales. And I was the first one to make it go viral. So I think it was at $850 in total GMV for that one product ever. And then now it's at $4 million in GMV because I took it off first, and then everyone flooded to it because I was posting about it. I was like, hey, this video went super viral, and everybody hopped on it.
I remember when that was going viral. That was 2 years ago maybe at this point?
Just about, yeah.
So you were one of the first people that I ever saw talking about TikTok Shop. I'm not going to lie. I think I joined your community.
Really?
I watched the videos and I left.
That's so funny.
Don't do that.
No, yeah. No, I mean,
because there's value.
A lot of people do.
But at that time, I was just so hungry to learn what TikTok Shop was. And so you were one of the faces that really was talking about TikTok Shop at the time and educating people the right way to do it. Because it's so new. Nobody knew how to do it.
Yeah, and I see a lot of sad things. People teach a lot of bad kind of ways right now. And I mean, there's a lot of really good coaches. Actually, somebody I was talking to recently was like, hey, who do I go for coaching? I was like, I'm actually a coach myself, but I was like, there's majority really good coaches in the space that actually genuinely want good for people. So I think we're pretty good in that regard, but there's definitely a lot of bad situations.
So how did it all start for you? How did you even get involved in the space?
Funny enough, I was moving from Hawaii to San Diego because I'm in the military. Even right now, I'm active duty right now currently. And I was moving. Yeah, thank you. And I was moving for that. And I was like, I'm in a good amount of debt. I was like, I need to get out of some debt. I was like, what's a good way to get out of this that has, low risk, high reward? And I kind of found TikTok Shop. And I was like, oh, I'm going to try this. And my first full month, first full dedicated month to it, I made my full yearly salary from the military in profit. And I was like, this is crazy. So I did $59,000 in profit my first full month.
But at the time, okay, so here's what I'm trying to get, right? And I've talked to a couple guys on their podcast, but you're a military dude. TikTok, bro, really? And I'm not saying this because I grew up with socials, right?
Yeah.
But they had to have been knocking on you and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm in such a small office space. There's only about 3 of us that work in my office, so it's very small. And definitely, they were like, "This is kind of weird," and especially if I was in Hawaii, where my shop originally was, where I'm around 30 other guys. I'm an aviation rescue swimmer, so all of us are really close, tight knit guys. And if they would have saw me doing that, they would have, and they still roast me even right now. But it's all out of love, which is good. But
right.
Yeah,
so you just saw past that, and you were like, "I'm just gonna do this." Who inspired you to do it? How did you even know about it?
Yeah, honestly, so Sedlak, Alex Sedlak, I saw his stuff. He was posting about it. There's a ton of people that were actually starting. It was just kind of starting to get posted about. And I was like, I need to hop on this if this is early. Because I couldn't tell if it was early. No one really knows when it's early, right? It's still super early, in my opinion. This is still the beginning stages. I'm actually about to post a YouTube video about it because it's I truly think this is probably 15% of where it's going to be. So yeah, I saw that and I was like, hopefully this is early. Hopped on it and definitely was because I was making a good amount of money. And I mean, there's still people out there that are making crazy money even in their early stages of like maybe a couple months in, which is like that just shows you that there's so much more potential for this, at least from what I've seen.
So when you started, you were just like a regular dude in the military. You wouldn't try drop shipping or social media or.
I actually had I tried to sell on Amazon. I was like tried to build my own product. I went through a whole course. I'm a huge supporter of courses. A lot of people hate them. I'm actually a fan of them. I bought courses a lot of times, but and I found a ton of help through that. Ended up doing it really well, but ended up not having success with it long term because I actually screwed myself over. But I had that kind of, I guess, background of just selling stuff there. And then I was like, hey, this isn't working. So I didn't really have any social media background, to be honest. I had built my profile that I currently do TikTok shop on. It was like country music clips from YouTube. I literally just like screen recorded country music videos and would post
Why?
them.
Why were you doing that?
I was just doing it for fun. I wasn't doing it for any other reason. I was like, this is kind of cool. I'm getting millions of views.
You just had the passion for country music.
Yeah. And so I would just post that. And then I was like, hey, maybe I could do TikTok shop with this. And I didn't relate the content at all. So it was like, my page would be all country music videos, and I'd post like retractable car chargers, and they get millions of views. So it was like no relation. And I was like, that's very weird.
Were you still doing the country?
No, I stopped it completely.
Okay.
I literally just like 180'd and went right to TikTok shop, which again is not like you're not building anything long term with that. I don't think like you're just selling shop content,
right?
And again, like that's great, and I'm making good money from that, right? And a lot of people do that, and you're making good money, but like. How long does that last until your brand presence isn't there and you're drowned out by the millions of other people that start doing that?
And that's what I tell people is like, one of the reasons why I wanted to start Shop House is because it's like the 10, 20-year plan, right? The fact that I did 3 million last year in sales means nothing anymore, right? Like the brands have moved on. Some of those brands aren't even there anymore.
Yeah. And
it's like, if you're not building, we're only building equity for these brands.
Yeah.
And then they can sell it. They have,
Yeah. And that's that's why I say it's a good stepping stone, in my opinion. And I mean, I say this to my sister all the time. She's she's #1 in home and living right now, and she's done actually 12 million in GMV now, which is insane. So it's like, and she's making so much money. But like, I think about that. I'm like, like this is you're only making as much as you have. You can't sell this. You can't like sell equity. You can't sell this company. And again, I don't really know much about that business side of the world. That's why I'm actually trying to educate myself into that and move into that world as well now. But I see TikTok Shop Affiliate as the best stepping stone to making money if you have no experience in business. I was like, I'm an example of that. My mom is an example of that. My sister, example of that. So that's why I think this is all heading and good for beginners.
I think me and you kind of are very similar because I think we're both real big family guys, right? So like I started YouTube when I was 11, ended up doing it full time. Got my sister on board. Now she has 3 mil on tech, and then like my mom she had one of the biggest food and beverage companies, and like now TikTok shops, and now she does like she was just Outlandish's top affiliate for Black Friday for the live stream. Dude. So they're doing pretty good too.
That's awesome.
They do like my whole family, right? My mom, my 2 brothers, and their wives, they all share one account. But they do 8-hour streams and they take turns.
That's crazy.
So they do that daily and they just take turns.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's wild. But I think it's kind of similar in the fact that like you want to see your loved ones succeed. You want to see them do well.
Yeah.
And I think that's really special, and I think that's really good.
There's like a portion to it that like, I don't know. It's like you get when you make money. It's like, what are you gonna do with it other than like have it for yourself, right? Like, and it's nice, but like, what else can you do? And I don't know. I got to a point where I was like, hey, I'm making a lot of money, and like my wife and I are supported enough to where it's like, what, like
it wasn't fulfilling you.
Yeah, like I don't feel
the same way.
Yeah, I'm like I don't feel fulfillment anymore. Which again, it was the biggest blessing of all time, and it still is. But I was like, what else do I do now? So like I am like, okay, well, my sister needs this same thing. She's in the same place I was. How do I get her to have the same success? How do I have my mom have the same success? And it was just like that continuous like road of like, how do we have more people? Because then you get the fulfillment from it. So
and it's interesting because your sister's like introverted, right? Like she's just kind of more
she's definitely more introverted. I would say not like terribly, but she definitely.
Yeah, for
is.
sure.
Yeah.
Like, of course. Yeah. I'm going to China with her next month.
Oh, really?
So,
nice.
yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
I saw that she was on the list for Shenzhen, so that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
I saw her at the You Find's after party.
Oh, really?
So my wife and her were like hanging out for a while.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff I'm like, I want to do that stuff, but I can't even like, I'm not even allowed to go to China because the military.
Oh.
The military won't let me go.
Right.
Is,
so you're working on so many different things, bro. You got TikTok Shop. your community, your YouTube channel,
Mm.
your Nick Fowler account, which you educate and inspire,
Mm.
the military, your mom and your sister.
Mm.
What else you got on your plate?
So
Did I break everything down?
yeah, so
Your wife.
yeah, so I obviously so kind of my day to day, right, is like I'll work for the military, which takes up majority of my day. I get home and I immediately go right into TikTok Shop affiliate. So I'm like, okay, what do I have to do for TikTok Shop? I need to keep my credibility. I need to prove to people that hey, like I'm still doing this for if I'm coaching.
Right.
So I do that. I get that done as much as I can. Have the daylight hours that I have, and then I go right into coaching. So I'll work on the personal brand of like the mentorship posts on TikTok, the YouTube stuff, and then I also work in my obviously my coaching and like I DM my clients and stuff. So I do that. And then whenever I have any leftover time to actually work, I will think about the future that I have. I kind of have, ever since the beginning of this, I've had kind of a plan of what I want to execute for long term. And so I'm kind of diving into that right now.
Do you still have multiple coaches in your community?
Yeah, so both of my main coaches in my community are, it's more of a mentorship now. I've switched it over to more of a mid-ticket mentorship program because I realized that the low ticket wasn't really fulfilling as much success students as my mentorship was. Like the success rate was going a lot higher when I had a mentorship. So we switched over to that. Way easier to manage too.
Who are your coaches in there?
Both of them are actually my friends from high school that I also coached on TikTok Shop. They're like 2 million GMV each as well.
Oh, wow.
And they're basically doing that now.
I remember when I joined your community, like one of the coaches in there, I forgot who it was, but I was like, oh, dude, this is dope. But,
Yeah,
like,
Mike
he's
or
in
Austin. Yeah, it was either Mike or Austin.
They're your friends?
Yeah. They're friends from high school. They're actually my best man at my wedding too, which is funny.
Nuts.
Yeah.
They were in your community like 2 years ago when I saw it?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, they were from the start. Yeah.
Because they kind of were big figures too, right? Or are big figures on TikTok Shop?
Yeah, both of them over 2 million GMV. Like
they
tons
were
of viral
making videos about Shop though, right?
Tiny bit. Like they're basically I'm all the personal.
I just remember when I joined your community, I recognized a coach in there, and I was like, oh, this is. I thought you had like partnered with. I don't know. Anyways, I thought it was really good, and I thought your course was very useful, and it just like taught. It was great for all the basics.
Appreciate it, dude.
Really nailing down everything. Super easy to learn.
Yeah.
But so okay, your personal brand, right? Like, when did you start that? When did you start the YouTube channel?
I started the YouTube channel like 6 months ago, so that's still kind of new for me, and the numbers are going up really well for only 6 months, I would say, which is really nice. But I'm definitely trying to say, how do I differentiate myself and get more, I guess, coaching and good quality, good editing, long-term coaching for these people. Like, hey, like if you don't get enough value from this one short video, how do I get you like long-form stuff? So I'm looking in that direction, and it's worked really well. So
are you an agency or you're just a mid-ticket?
No, I'm not an agency. We have an agency. We don't use it. We're kind of using it for a lot of data for our clients. So we're like, hey, like we can see your data now and actually track it and help them, which is nice.
Yeah,
but we don't use it.
It's funny. I don't use mine either.
Yeah, I'm like, but I don't have any of them on board because I'm like, hey, like we won't actually provide to you the services that a lot of these other agencies will. So I'd rather you go and apply for another agency and work with somebody that we actually trust. Ours is just so we can gather data for you and actually help you execute on your data.
So what's the goal with the personal brand? Because you have a lot of pull right now in the TikTok Shop space.
So that was a thing. I'm definitely moving, and I've kind of like been very strategic with this entire personal brand. I wouldn't have started my personal brand if I didn't have a decision I was going to do. And the whole idea of it is, one, I can provide free value to people that people feel almost there's reciprocity to it. Like people feel like they want to reciprocate when I can give. And I like the idea of just giving, and then like people will come back and give more. Right? Like I feel like if I just sat there and just try to take stuff from people, it just doesn't feel right. Whereas if I'm like, here, I'm going to give to you, and then when you feel ready to give something back to me, if you're willing, then all for it. And so that's kind of my strategy with it. I'm like, I'm going to give you as much free value as humanly possible. I'm never going to show you a flashy car. I'm never going to show you the watches I own or anything like that. My full strategy is just I'm going to give you as much free value. And with that, I'm going to at some point launch a product has been my long-term goal. It's like I want to launch a product with that audience that also one will buy from me and sell for me. So it's like my kind of strategy, and something that they can
help them make money.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to help you make money and then help you like find a product that you're also passionate about too. And that's kind of the strategy I'm going into right now. I'll be doing that.
So is that your announcement? You're dropping the product?
Yeah. So I'm dropping a product. It's going to be a deodorant brand. for the past like 6 months, I've been looking through tons of different products, a lot of market research of like different things. And I found a lot of different weird ones. Like I like neuro stuff, like neurological stuff was a huge one I was like looking into just because of the market. But I didn't have any passion to it. And I was like, if I don't have a passion towards a product, then I'm not going to continue with it. And that was where the problem lied. I was like, I don't have any passion towards any of these things that like are pretty good for market research. Until I landed on deodorant. My family's like super, my sister is very obsessive with deodorant. My mom's been like that. Breast cancer's been in our family. So it's like kind of like something we're pretty passionate about. And my wife can't find any good deodorant. So I'm like, how about I just solve this problem for ourselves and something that I would be passionate about? It's one, like good margins, low shipping cost, a high branded product. I can really brand that really well. And then also it's something like I actually want myself to, and I'd be passionate about it. So I'm kind of diving into that space. And then I will be, the whole goal of this, like how I think your brand is centered around your community. And I'm very about community. I really want to make people feel like we're in this together kind of thing. And that's kind of the direction I'm taking. It's going to be a completely creator-led brand. Like I will be making like kind of like, hey, here's the things, but everyone votes on it. Like you guys are the decision makers here. And that's kind of the way I'm going to take it. So it's going to be a little bit different than most people. It's not like, hey, here's my product, here it is. It's going to be every creator, every TikTok shop affiliate has the choice and free choice to be a part of making this product with me. And then
you're gonna send it to everybody in your group chat.
Yeah, basically. and then
Brandon leaked the chat, bro. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, I know.
Did he tell you?
Wait, no, he didn't tell me.
Yeah, on his podcast. He talked about the chat.
Dude, why'd you do that? No, it's fine. But dude, yeah, that's where I think that's where I've been wanting to head that direction, because that's where I can have something I can sell one day, and I can like, I just like building stuff too. So it's like that's a huge portion of it. And like I'm a huge risk person. I'm totally willing to take a ton of risk, and I've always been that way. So I'm like kind of moving that direction as well. But yeah, I think that's a huge portion. And then also it's going to be a very charitable brand. So that's another big portion of it is I really want it to be cancer related charities that we give every month. And then the community votes on what charity to give to, and it has to be cancer related.
Wow.
So that's what I want to do. I want to something every month is like hey, we're going to vote. These are the cancer related charities we'd like to, push. Which ones do you guys want to do? Something like that. I haven't really fully decided because I kind of want the community to decide that too. I want the whole thing to be like kind of community led.
So at that point, are you going to like go all in with the deodorant? And like stop doing some of the things that you're doing right now?
Again, I've been using coaching as a portion to get to like a stepping stone almost. But
this was always the end goal.
This has always been the end goal for me, yeah. And so the coaching is great because, again, it builds my brand. I can actually give to people a ton, which I don't think I'll really stop that because I enjoy it. But, yeah, it's always been like kind of a stepping stone of like, hey, like I gave so much to my audience, and I hope I do. Like I'm giving as much as I can to you guys. I feel like now maybe like you can help me out here. Like I have a mission I want to go on, and like you guys can be a part of that mission too, and like feel like you're a part of this product and this goal. So I
love that, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks,
that's
dude.
huge.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
It's all been, you've been so patient on it.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. I thought I said first year is a full build. Second year is like I'm going to build the personal brand really hard, and 2025 was my personal brand year. 2024 was my TikTok shop affiliate year. 2026, I want to be my build the brand itself. So that's why January 1st, I'm officially announcing the brand.
I love that, man.
Yeah, dude.
Congratulations,
Thanks,
dude. That's
man.
huge. Yeah, I mean, I think like a lot of the top affiliates right now are saying that 2026 is their personal brand year. I've heard it from everybody in your group chat. Like everybody says the same thing.
Yeah.
What do you feel like is the importance of like them building their personal brand? And like, yeah, where do you feel like that's going?
I think it's going to be, it's the most valuable thing you can have. Hands down, by far, right now, in this world right now, the most valuable thing you can have is a personal brand and social presence. And whether that be through Instagram, through YouTube, through Snapchat, I don't know. But just like if people notice who you are and recognize you in some community, whether that's TikTok shop affiliate or whether that's, cryptocurrency, I don't know what it is. That is the most valuable thing you can have because attention is leverage, and you can use that leverage for pulling whatever thing you want. So I say that right now. You need to find what you're passionate about, and you need to give before anything, and then you need to expand that and grow it into some type of counter position. So like, what is everyone else doing in your space? How can you be different than them? Mine was, when I started, was like, hey, I'm just going to give as much free value as possible in the coaching space of TikTok Shop Affiliate, because no one else was really doing it. And then obviously you're doing that right now too. Like, you're a complete counter position to everybody else. Like, you're building this amazing media company that no one else is doing. So
appreciate you.
Yeah, dude. Like, I think that is the most valuable thing right now.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for me, when I started Shop House, I think that, for one, I had my agency, but also, like, when I stopped the agency to pursue this full time and keep doing affiliate at the same time about a year ago, the reason why I wanted to do it is because, like, I felt like everybody that was doing content around shop always had something to sell you, or always had something to, like, you know what I mean? They had an offer, which isn't bad, right? But it's just like, nobody was like the full force influencer social commerce. And I was like, this is a gap that, like, I have passion for. Like, when I started my agency a year ago, like, I had the brands on board, I had the creators on board, but like, I wasn't passionate about that, you know?
Yeah.
And so I was like, I love creating content, and TikTok Shop is great selling and things, but like, bro, at the core, like, I've been doing this since I was 11.
Yeah.
You know, and so being a content creator, like, this is what fulfills me, right? Dude. Like, making great, I guess, art, right? Like, I'm a creative, and I think that's the thing. But who's your Mount Rushmore of TikTok Shop?
Oh man, my immediate thought is Matt Kalla. Like, 100%. I think I look right to him, because when I started all my stuff, I looked to him initially too, and I was like, hey, like, you're the guy. Like, tech was like the products that I was pushing, and he was like the king of it.
So you think Matt's the GOAT?
Definitely up there, yeah, for sure.
So
but definitely the GOAT.
So you've known who Matt was for 2 years? Matt Kalla, by the way, guys, who we just had on the podcast. Dude, I just found out who Matt was like 3 or 4 months ago.
Really?
So
dude,
I'm on my
OG,
feed.
Dude.
So I never saw Matt before, and now I text Matt every day. But when I saw him, it's funny. I tell this story to Matt every time. When I saw Matt's TikTok, I swiped a video, and he was like, "So I've done 18 million GMV," and I closed the app. I said, "Dude, these people are getting so bad with lying now. Who is gonna believe that?
Wow,
like, that is so horrible. Whatever this guy's selling, this is the worst lie I've ever heard." I literally laughed out loud. I was like, like. Because I closed the app, and I was like, I've been on TikTok Shop been TikTok long enough. I went to an event that weekend. Matt was there speaking. I went up to him, and I was like, bro, when I saw that video, I thought you were lying. I have it on my video. It's so funny.
Dude, that's crazy, because, like, that's what I thought. And then I was like, there's a lot of people that think that too. And that's why I'm like, I try to, like, bump down the numbers a lot. I'll be like, hey, like this person made 10K. They really made like 50, but I'll say it's 10 because people don't believe the 50. Like, that's how crazy the numbers seem. And like, that stuff happens, which is so wild.
Okay, so Matt's the first one. You got 3 more spots.
Oh man. Brandon Lush. Be Lush.
Okay, you're giving it to Brandon Lush.
Yeah. I'm thinking about content that I like. I really like to watch. And Matt's definitely up there because he's so fun to watch, because he's like, you know, it's this. But then Lush is fun to watch. Brandon's I Am Skateboard B.
Skateboard B.
Yeah. I forget the handles.
All right, Brandon.
And then Allie, for sure, because she's like the GOAT too. So
Allie, 2 Brandons, and a Matt. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Lush's was I mean now I can say it because the podcast was out by now, but just don't put it in your group chat. Lush's was Matt, Allie, your sister, and
really?
who's his last one?
I feel like it has to be. I'm trying to think of the other chat members. Oh, well, Kayla's doing crazy.
It was another guy. I forgot who it was.
Yeah.
I don't think it was B. Maybe it might have been.
I don't know.
I don't know. I
Another
forgot.
guy.
We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to
be.
see. We're gonna have to see who it would be.
I mean, there's a ton of people.
I do know
but I'm
your
trying to
sister
think.
was on there.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting the way that, like, because it's still so new. It's hard to say Mount Rushmore because it's still so new. You don't know who's gonna, like. But dude, like.
Oh, I mean, Deals with Ty?
Yes, it was Ty.
I was like, wait a second.
Ty because they're so close,
for me
right?
Too.
Right.
So I'm trying to think of that
So Ty's an OG for you too.
Yeah,
I just
definitely 100%. I don't even know why.
Dude, and no disrespect to Ty. I mean, I've seen his on Callow data every month, but I never I just texted him for the first time a week ago, but like I never really dug into like him.
Yeah.
He's nuts. He's doing more sales in Pop Mart.
Dude, he's like, I mean, I don't want to speculate, but his numbers have to be insane, like unreal numbers. I think 2026 we're gonna have the first $1 million commission month person in 2026.
Kayla got close to it.
Really?
I mean, Kayla, right? That was like 450 or something.
Yeah, for something. I feel like Deals Ty has to be up there.
That's
too.
true.
He has to be up there now.
Yeah.
If not more, I would think. I mean, I don't know.
How did you? So when you got into TikTok, how did you tap in with all these big creators?
Tap in like
how did you get connected with them?
Honestly, I would just DM. I'm huge. Like, I'll just DM everybody and be like, hey, like, love your stuff. Or what I'll do is if someone's live, I'll just go and be like, hey, really like what you're doing. I'm just trying to, like, seed myself into their brain a little bit because I'm like, hey, I want to network with you. Like, there's something that we can both mutually benefit. I do that with brands all the time, too. If someone's, like,
smart.
If there's someone has a personal brand and they also have a brand or a selling account and they have products, I'll do it all the time. I'll be like, hey, like, you're like, I really like your stuff, or like, I'd love to, I'm trying out your stuff right now. I really like it. I do that all the time just because I feel like there's always something you can benefit mutually between each other. And I love to network because you never know.
Yeah. I mean,
I did that recently with Optimized Minerals. I was messaging him. I was like, hey man, like, I don't know if there's something like, I really like your stuff. And like, I definitely see this thing like going even further than he's already doing crazy numbers. So I was like, I want to just connect with you because I feel like there's something we could help each other with.
He just texted me yesterday, bro.
Really? Wow.
He like put like the sales are great, but what about this? And then he like responded like 30. I was like, and he responded 30 minutes later, and he's like, wrong group chat.
That's so funny.
But like he lives in Austin with us, so
Really?
some guy was like, hey,
Okay.
can I please connect you with him?
Wow.
He'd be great for the pod. Dude, yeah. I mean, I think the craziest part about like knowing these big creators on a daily basis is like, dude, they all have such good hearts. Like that's a cool thing I like about TikTok Shop coming from the influencer space is like there's no ego. At least when you get up there, they're like the ego. I mean, they have nothing to prove.
I think it's because everybody's the average person. TikTok Shop is one of those few places where everybody is like the average person that is having success. Like the big of influencers aren't really doing it as much. Like, I mean, some people are, but like the average person is what makes TikTok Shop affiliates so special. And that's why I think, and this is what I say all the time, is I think influencer marketing is slowly dying.
Yeah, I agree.
And TikTok Shop affiliates are rising. And I think that that's happening because people would prefer to buy from somebody that they look like, seem like, feel like, right? Like I'd rather buy from somebody that seems like me or has the same issues that I do. I don't really relate to Kim Kardashian, who's this, figure that like, people are going to buy from her, sure. But like, I would rather buy from somebody who has the similar things that I do. Yeah. And that's why TikTok Shop affiliates, the average person, is going to succeed in this world.
I think when it comes down to conversion, I think that the brand deals of like the 20K to 100K follower influencers is probably going to diminish because now brands are going to be it's going to be very transparent on the conversion and like who's converting, right? Because like I come from the days of like a brand wanting to throw 10K and they don't know if they're going to get their money back. Right, like they don't, but now they can literally transparently see the numbers. You know what I mean?
100%. And like, if you show that you have performance, like think about it, you have performance data to show that you will perform as a creator. Right. They're gonna hop on that all day. Like, why wouldn't they?
It's
like,
insane.
I'll be like, I'd rather just have this person that can build trustworthy brand presence for us and sell for us. And yeah, of course, like influencers are always going to be there, and they're always going to like they'll take the loss sometimes just for the brand presence and like the what is that called, correlation between the influencers, like, oh, this person now correlates with that brand. But I don't
think brand recognition.
Yeah, brand recognition. But it's not like, it's like if you want conversions, you're going to go to the average person that like has a micro influencer following. So
yeah, it's nuts. And then they can just run ads on it and stuff like that. It's super interesting the way that this game's going. So you've been on a podcast run.
Yeah.
What's the goal of this whole podcast run that you've been on, man?
Honestly, just podcasts. So much power in podcasts, dude. It's so insane. Like, I didn't know that until I was on my first podcast, just because that was like, I won the school games back in like August of 24.
You won the school games?
Yeah, I came first in the school games because I built my community up. And then that first month we came first place for school.
You were first in the school games?
Yeah, this is like OG beginning of school too. So it was like kind of like smaller, I guess.
Did you meet Hermosi?
Yeah. We got to meet Hermosi, spend a day with Hermosi, and then Sam Ovens, got to have like dinner with Sam Ovens, the owner and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Wild.
Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely unique because I was still brand new to the whole world of
But
TikTok
they probably
Shop
had no idea what TikTok Shop was.
Yeah, no one really understood it. Hermosi, since we had that event, has been talking about TikTok Shop as well now. Ever since
I think
then,
they're all starting to.
Yeah, they're starting to figure it out. They're like, oh, like a lot of communities are coming up. A lot of people are talking about it. Influencers, Gary V, everybody.
Yeah, I mean it's wild. I've been in talks with Gary, and he's
awesome.
definitely ready to
Dude, that's so
start
sick.
hitting. So you might get an invite to a dinner pretty soon.
That'd
I'm
be
just saying, I'm
sick.
just putting that out there,
Yeah,
man. We
man.
got some stuff that we're cooking.
That's awesome.
And like Damon John followed my
Really?
account.
Oh yeah,
like,
you
when
were
he-
mentioning that, dude. That's so crazy.
How much did I tell you? I forget the things that I've told you.
I mean, dude, we're all talking. I do the same thing.
But yeah, it's interesting because they're all trying to figure out how they can tap in.
Mm-hmm.
They all want to. This is going to be the biggest thing.
Oh,
you know,
100%.
Where do you feel like do you think the lives are going to overtake the videos?
So I think it's where does TikTok want to push it? And like, I think live streams are naturally what people are going to want to buy from, but what do the creators want to do? And so the creators are naturally still incentivized to do videos more than lives.
Right.
Like, I think from what I've noticed, they're just more incentivized to push videos because it's like easier, you get a better return on your time. And so the creators are doing that, but live streams like are better for the brand, I think, generally. Like okay, well, for per viewer, we're getting more sales. Like, you know, per viewer, we're getting a better conversion. And I think for their time too, I'm not sure, but I think that's just the general. Because consumers, I'd rather buy from a live stream than buy from a video as a consumer.
Yeah.
I'd rather see somebody demonstrate a product, be able to ask questions, and purchase that product right there. And especially on a flash discount or whatever it is, like I can only get that discount right there. I'm buying it every time. So that's where I think it's gonna head. But I don't think we're at that point yet. So that just shows that there's so much more for this to go.
And what do you think about when the influencers come in?
I don't know. I don't think that the influencers will take over much.
You
Just
don't think
because
so?
I'm trying to think of it from a consumer's perspective. If I were a consumer scrolling on TikTok, I would rather buy from somebody that shows me that they, as a normal person, are a normal person, as in like not a big influencer, have solved the problem that they had with that product. I'd rather buy from that person than if I don't know, Kim Kardashian, right? Like was like selling me this product that I had that same issue. I wouldn't necessarily trust her as much because I'm like, you don't relive anything similar to the life that I live.
I don't think I'm concerned so much with the Kim Kardashians and the Rocks and the Kevin Harts. I'm concerned with like the Kai Cenats and like, you know what I mean? Like people that have actually built relationships with their audience that do what we do, that are like social media influencers.
Yeah.
Like what I was just talking to somebody about the other day is like when a makeup brand has a choice between giving like a retainer or like doing a mega live with James Charles or like or like a shop creator with 10K followers that has done 10 mil GMV, who are they going to go with? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe there's a world for both. Maybe it's like they're James Charles's co-host, but that's the only thing that I tell my friends, like, hey.
I think in that world, yeah. I think the Kai Cenats of the world are definitely going to take that prize.
But they might not even want to, though. Because I was at the TikTok Awards last night.
That's part of it, yeah.
I was at the TikTok Awards last night, and I had seen a lot of old creators from my YouTube career. And, they're like, dude, where have you been? We haven't seen you in forever. And I'm like, yeah, dude, TikTok shop, da-da-da-da-da. Like, these people are making, they're like, cool.
Yeah, they're like, nah.
Not interested.
Really? Interesting.
They just love with doing the basketball content or whatever they're
I guess it's
focused
the
on.
passion, too. Like, what's your passion in? If it's
I think a lot of creators do it for passion and not for money.
Yeah, and that's good, too. It's like, do what you're happy with.
I think a lot of influencers do merch and build businesses because they have to.
Yeah.
And because a manager comes and tells them in their ear. But I think at scale, I think most creators would just be happy just making content.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think you have to decide in yourself, are you going to be a business owner or are you going to be a creator? You have to like make that decision. And I think like even just myself, I definitely lean more towards the business end of things. Like I like build as long as I feel like I'm building something. And I feel like that leans a little bit more towards the business end of things.
Right.
But creators definitely have that sense of building. You have the sense of building something. You see the views go up. You see the subscribers or the followers, right? So there's that sense of building too. But I think you have to decide in yourself, like, are you a business owner or you're a creator? And if you follow the creator end, like, you are definitely like...
I just had this conversation. Yeah. I mean, for me, dude, like, when it comes to business and creator, I'm creator all day. Like, I get my passion. Again, I think it's more like creating art, creating stuff that makes people enjoy, laugh, love. I guess it's art, but also, I mean, there comes a fine line where there's no money in art, right? Like I was here in LA trying to be an actor all last year, and these people that I'm in class with, dude, like they're like grinding their butts off because they're passionate, but like they're like working like 10-hour shifts. trying to be an actor for like 10 years. And I was like, there's something wrong here, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like there's something wrong with this whole system that like Hollywood becoming an actor. But I think that you kind of have to be 50-50. You have to be 50% suit and 50% creative.
My initial thought in that is like, where is the world going to? Like, I think naturally there's so much competition in that space too. I mean, again, I don't know that space that well, but like, I feel like there's so much competition in that. Like everybody's trying that, and so that makes it so much harder. Whereas like where is the world shifting to? And the world, I feel like, is shifting towards obviously social media and more so. I also think the social media bubble is going to pop in like 20 years is my idea, because something will take its place. Like if you looked at like 2000, you're right, like no one really thought of social media like that, and then obviously here it is now. So I think it's probably and then something else will take its place, like the whole new like thing. I don't know what that's like, something that's like the internet that like
VR or something.
Yeah, or something just like we can't even imagine right now or perceive. Something will take its place. I think that's just my random thought, but like right now it's like that's still the direction it's heading. Like social media are like the actors of the world now. So
and if somebody told you tomorrow, right, like Nick, you can never be on camera again, or you can never do business again, which would you choose?
Oh, one of the two. Oh man, I think I would probably naturally choose creator. Naturally, like because that's the thing, because I feel like I need one for the other. Like I need one for the other. Like I can't do just creator and not have the business. But I enjoy the creator end, but I enjoy the business end. I don't know. That's hard.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't know.
What gives you more fulfillment, I guess?
Oh, man.
You make a lot of videos.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I naturally think creator.
And if TikTok Shop went away tomorrow, like TikTok Shop as a whole, where would you go next?
I probably would go entertainment route as a creator. I think I would. I would start and build that up with a personal brand again. But I would do that through entertainment. And
have you enjoyed the whole like YouTube journey that you've been on?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's definitely, so that's a huge part of my thing is I need to pay down ignorance. I think that's a Hermosi quote actually, but I believe in it. I'm like, I need to pay down my ignorance. I don't know anything about the YouTube world, and I don't know how to film YouTube. I don't know how to sit down in front of a camera and not hold the camera. Like me holding my phone is a huge portion of my like kind of comfortability. And so sitting down in front of a camera with my arms on the table and talking is just really uncomfortable for me, but that's kind of the point why I'm doing it. I'm like, I need to also be used to this. I need to like learn how to do this. And so I can feel like I have my hands in everything and I'm not like vulnerable from any point. So that's been a huge part of it. And I really enjoy it. I like it now. It's definitely fun. It's just hard to like, I don't know. I feel like I need to move. I'm a very active mover when I'm talking. I don't know why, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to have like a moving podcast.
I know. That's what actually a thought of mine, because that's a huge thing I've noticed too with like podcasts having like very unique things to them. Like I saw one podcast, like they were getting a massage. It's like the guy has a massage. They get a massage every time they have a podcast, and they're sitting on the table and they're talking to the camera that's on the floor during the podcast. Well, that's very interesting.
That's the secret to going viral on social media, right? It's like Mr. B says, like the purple elephant. Like you're gonna, the purple elephant theory. So like one of the advice that I gave to somebody in Austin was like, he's like, bro, you don't understand. We're gonna have these billionaires on the show. We're gonna have these multimillionaires. And I'm like, your show is just gonna like it's not gonna stand out in a crowd full of people. Like you going through the McDonald's drive-thru with them, that's what's gonna attract people. Yeah. X meets Z, right? Like it's or Z Y meets Z, like matching the polar opposites. So it's pretty,
I've noticed that, and like that's one of the things I was like, if I did a podcast for myself, I would like call it the walk and talk or something. I thought of this randomly once, and I was like, man, I really want to do a podcast now. But it was like I would walk with my guests somewhere, and we'd go on a walk. And
I mean, dude, realistically, it's all about telling the story, and it's all about the content. I don't really think the quality matters. You could have a GoPro, and just mic us with the DJI, and like people would find that intriguing. But yeah, I mean, I think that social media is a whole different ballgame than TikTok Shop. So, what do you feel like are the core fundamentals to sell on TikTok versus like being a creator?
The core fundamentals is product and quality, right? Quality video. So everybody gets, and this is my foundation for everything. I say the same thing to my wife when she started TikTok Shop. I was like, all you need to focus on don't literally listen to anything else. All you need to focus on is making sure you find a good product that you can solve the problems for your own life with, and then make good content with it. Now, obviously, make good content is a very loaded thing, right? But like, what are the foundational skills that you need to learn to make this content and make it entertaining, make it enjoyable to watch, have some urgency so people purchase that product, and then also on top of that, demonstrate that product, showcase the problems being solved with it. And when you can do those two things and you master those two things, you'll make money. That's it. You don't need literally anything else. People are talking about like what time to post, what hashtags to use, like so many algorithm changes. I promise you, she didn't know what GMV even stood for, or what even was. She was like, "What's GMV?" And she made $2,000 her second month. She only put in like 10 hours of work, and she literally doesn't even understand anything about TikTok Shop. So it's like shows me that like you don't need any knowledge really. You just need to focus on those two things, and that's what she did. It worked. So.
What do you feel like are the biggest changes from like 2 years ago when you were starting to like now, like that we need to be aware of?
Bigger brands. That's probably the number one. Bigger brands are coming on. And I think 2026 is going to be the shifting moment. I think 2025 is still very, very well unknown. And I think 2026, 2027 are going to be the big shift years of like the big brands are now flooding in. I think mostly 2027 is my guess. Because if you really think about it, the average person walking down the street doesn't understand TikTok Shop. The average brand hasn't even really thought about it too much, I think. And this is just coming from my perspective as a creator, right? But I ask students, I'm a teacher in the military. So I ask my students, I'm like, hey, you guys know about TikTok Shop? I just want to hear like, they're like 19-year-old kids. So I'm like very interested to hear their thoughts. And they're like, oh yeah, like that's like the thing you can like buy off of. It's like Shopify, right? Like don't really truly understand too much. They kind of know you can buy from it, but they think that it's like Shopify and that it's like a link to Shopify from TikTok. And I'm like, oh no, it's Amazon, but in TikTok. It's like already integrated. It's a closed loop system. And they like don't get that. And they're like, I've seen a couple things, or maybe one of them is like bought from it, right? Or a couple of them have maybe bought from it. But it's very little. Like no one really understands. And none of them have ever said that they've heard of people making money through it, like good money as an affiliate. So I'm like such an untapped thing still.
What do you feel like is the biggest dilemma of like, you think it's education or you think it's the mainstream?
I think it's just too early still. Like you're talking about like how,
like why are more people not jumping on it?
I think just people don't know. People don't know. Like I was just on another podcast before that, and the guy was like, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what TikTok Shop is. Like he had no understanding. So I think it's just like, what do you surround yourself? What's your feed look like? And if the moment you start falling into the feed, like you'll be like, oh, this is obviously a huge opportunity. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Obviously, we're like so integrated in the community.
That's what I was gonna say.
So,
it's like every day. That's all just consumed by.
You're like, oh, this is the whole world right now. The whole world's talking about TikTok Shop. It's like, no.
And then that's what I'm saying. So it was a wake up call for me yesterday at the TikTok Awards.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, TikTok Awards, TikTok Shop, here we go, dude. It was literally like 3% of the awards. 3%, bro. It was like, TikTok Shop. And now the add to cart. Boom, done, over with. Back to Keith Lee and back to food reviews and back to entertainer of the year. And I'm like, it was a wake up call to me because I'm like, dude, TikTok as a whole is still really focused on so many different branches. Yeah. Like, especially with the acquisition with Larry Ellison and all them, Oracle, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it just happened, right?
They also own massive media companies. I think, bro, I'm going to butcher this, but I think Larry Ellison and the family, let's see.
Yeah, I was about to say.
What companies do Larry Ellison own? All right, so he owns...
It's Oracle. And
Oracle, but like he owns media companies.
I didn't even know that. I don't know anything about this world.
What media companies do the Ellisons own? So they own Paramount.
Oh, wait.
CBS,
okay, I knew that.
MTV, Nickelodeon, Comedy Central, Pluto.
Wow.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I think that TikTok is going to be the one-stop shop for all media, everything. Sports, movies.
You feel like there's an integration, streaming, like kind of almost a merge of that in a way?
They're going to make that the centralized. I don't think there's going to be a media source bigger than, I think we're going to all go to TikTok for everything. So when we're looking at Shop, that's going to be the business side of it, right? But I think music is massive with TikTok, right? TikTok wouldn't be TikTok without music. And the artists and, and then you have the live. Yeah. Which they're really, really doubling it down on just live. Not Shop, just live. And that's going to be a huge push for them. I think that's probably going to be a bigger push than TikTok Shop as a whole moving forward in the next year, just live.
Which is good though too. A lot of people are like, they need to push Shop more. I'm like, I wouldn't push it too much more because to be honest, like you don't want to taint the audience that loves and enjoys TikTok, the app itself.
Well, and I also think like people like me and you need to diversify, right? So I think it's not just going to be like TikTok Shop is the end all be all. I think it's whatnot. I think it's YouTube shopping. I think it's Facebook shopping. I think it's
Instagram shops,
LTK, eBay Live, Fanatics Live. Like there is so much more at play to this social shopping world, and I think like, I mean, in China, bro, there's like 400 different apps that they use for social shopping.
So crazy.
That's nuts.
So wild. I was literally just looking at a graph about like how Amazon took off, and is it Douyin, as I pronounce it? Douyin. Douyin took off, and then TikTok Shop is growing in their graph as well. It's such an interesting look because I'm like, oh, we're so early. It's so early.
We're so early, and you know what? It's funny because like when I originally had Will on the podcast from Outlandish, like bro, Will was around for like the start of ByteDance in China.
So crazy.
And what Will tells me is like everything that is happening here has already happened in China. So like influencers think they're too cool for TikTok Shop. That was Will. He thought he was too cool for he says, and then he started it and he realized the opportunity. So he's seen the whole picture, and I think that like we need to study China more to learn more about what's going to happen over here. I think that obviously the audiences are different and like they're used to buying quicker, but I think there's a lot to learn. I don't know, man. Social commerce is just starting in the US. Dude, QVC.
Yeah.
Live social shopping network from TV. They're just like pulling out,
I think that's the idea that everybody's going to use these social media platforms as a searching, right? Like the search portion of like, hey, what does that place look like? Or what is that hotel I want to go to? Can I search for it and just see video footage of it? And like more of a entertaining, like just give yourself more of a visual of what you're looking for. And I think that's what TikTok is going to move to. And I mean, it's already moved in that direction, but that's what everybody as a consumer wants to do too. Like I want to be able to see that product in use and ask questions about it instead of like, if you go on Amazon, like I only see the photos and I don't know if I fully trust that product before I purchase. Everybody's felt that way. They're like, I want to see more photos. I want to see like someone use a demonstration video, and those demonstration videos are awful like every time. And so it's like, how do you get something better? You get somebody who's live with that product right now you can talk to. You get an answer for it. You can see them do something with it. You can tell them to do something with it maybe.
And I also think like we're talking about celebrity mega lives and things like that, but I was listening to a podcast with I think it was the founder of Oracle, Max, and he was saying that like when his boy went to China, right, he was looking for a specific pair of Jordans, and he searched up on an app or on the web that pair of Jordans that he was interested in. There was 6 live streams all selling that product at the same time. So he went to the best one with the best deal and bought it, and the one that was answering his questions. Yeah. So I think there's a world for like these celebrity mega lives, but I also think I think every shop is gonna have their own store selling one product at a time. Like it's just like I feel like there's gonna be so many live streams, so many different stores going live, and I think it's gonna be like where you type in a product, like I want this mic, boom. Shure mics. There's like 10 people live with the Shure mics, just selling that one product, the DB7 or SM7, dude. So I think it's a fascinating world.
Yeah, I think it's only growing, for sure. I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Exciting.
So what would be your best advice if somebody wants to start TikTok Shop today?
Best advice is go get free value from somebody, right? Like if you've never done TikTok Shop before in your entire life and you want to learn today and you're trying to get fast growth. And get there moving quickly, start making money as quick as possible. First thing before anything is I would definitely go find like YouTube content. Obviously, I have free value on YouTube. There's other creators out there too. I would find a coach that you resonate with, that you trust and you believe in. Hopefully, I'm one of those. but there's other ones too that are good. So I would like go see who you resonate with, learn from them, like kind of just taking some information as much as you can, and then I would just start like getting the ball rolling, like start posting as much as you can. And then start getting TikTok Shop products, start posting. It's just like you kind of learn as you go. Like everybody's different. But also my biggest tip to people too is like find your flaw, like quote unquote flaws that other people you might perceive as flaws, and find products that solve those problems and sell them. There's so many stories of people that are like, oh, I had this thing and the product solved that problem and I showcased that and made a ton of money off of it. There's so many, but people don't think that way when they find products. They don't want to think about their flaws naturally. So they, quote unquote flaws, but they don't think about those things. So they don't want to find the products for them. But if you think about those things, like what are the things that I think about myself that maybe like I wish I could change because other people think that way, and find those products as fast as possible because you'll make so much money from it because there are other people like you, not just you.
So think of the customer's problems and your problems as well.
Yeah. 100%.
So you're not looking at sales or rankings or anything. You're just thinking about the psychology of a customer.
Psychology is number one before all of it. I think the psychology is number one. The data behind those products for sure, but I'm always, and my sister's pretty much the same way too. She's like, I'll promote a product that has almost no sales, and she'll take it off. She'll like take it to the moon because if you think about the psychology first, you look at that product and like, is this a unique product that I have a unique way of selling? I have a unique feature too. I just think of the example, Miguel, he's a client that I coach as well. He had this one video that was like, he has eye bags. You've probably seen his videos. It's super viral. He has the eye bags. And he was like, hey, like I have these eye bags. I want to solve this problem for myself. So he got the, forget what it's called, some product, and you rub it under your eyes. So you rub it under your eyes, and it like kind of like slowly pulls the eye bags away.
The Harry's, the stick.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is. No, it's not the Harry's. It's something else. I can't remember. But,
the metal thing.
Yeah, no, it's not the metal thing either. It's like a cream. It's a creamy like paste or something you put under. But he used it, and all he did was just be honest and truthful and real with people. And he was like, hey, this is something I've dealt with my entire life. And he just showcased that and was like, hey, look, watch this. And it's going to solve the problem. And so he showcased it solving the problem. And obviously it delayed because it was like something that you had to watch in real time. And so that held his retention time in the video, which boosted it, sent it to more people. And it was also just an interesting watch. It was just interesting to watch this guy who didn't work or doesn't have any relation to cosmetics in any way, go, I've dealt with this, and there's other guys like me, and I want to solve this problem. Does it, and it solves the problem, actually showcases. It's really actually pretty interesting to watch, too, and just sells so much of it. So it's like a lot of people like him or other people that have these kind of quote-unquote flaws wouldn't think that way, and they wouldn't go, oh, I want to get that product because of that. They would just look all at the data, and then they have no way to really showcase this product that they can't use. And so that's the way that I've thought about it. And I tell people, I'm like, I can't necessarily give you the perfect product all the time because I don't know your life and I don't know your world. Only you do. So like, here's the products that, quote unquote are trending based on data. Right. And things that I think will take off, but does it work with you specifically?
Yeah. Yeah. So do you think that organic is dead?
No, I don't think so. I think,
because you said your sister can blow up a product.
Yeah. I think it will. I think so. There's portions to this. I don't think it's like dead or alive, like straight cut and dry. I think there's portions to it. I think naturally, if you convert organically, you will get ad spend behind it too. But I don't think it's like dead on either end. I think it's like there's a healthy mix currently. That's what I've seen, but I don't know.
So if you're looking at the big brand, if you're looking at the big brands that are like pushing GMV max, a lot of creators are just like flocking from trend to trend to trend to Ninja to Shark to. What do you think of like? Should we not be doing that?
I think, and I've kind of gone back and forth with this because I feel like things shift very quickly right now. But I definitely thought like, move to the ones that have a lot of ad spend. But then that's the problem lies is that all the ad spend gets put on the big creators currently is what I've seen. So maybe go to and I've saw another creator talk about this, and I 100% agree that that's definitely the thing is move to those brands that have a larger ad spend, but there's not a lot of creator competition with. And there's a ton that are going to be flooding in the next 2 years. So it's like I think right now we're in a weird shifting moment where like there's not a ton of big brands that have huge ad spends. Like there are, smaller brands that do, but 2026, 2027 are going to be like a lot of big brands are coming in. It gives us more to play with. But right now we're in a weird shift where like, those big brands are kind of being swallowed up by big creators, I would say. But that doesn't mean there's no money in the small brands too. Like I always tell my creators, like a little simple way to look at it, just simple. But if it's a blue check company and then it's like they probably have some ad spend. And if there's a low amount of creators pushing their products, like you could probably be their top creator pretty quickly as long as you make good, content. So that's like my go-to little thing. But
what are your favorite brands that like you would like lose it if they were on Shop?
Oh, man.
What do you want to promote? Other than your own, obviously.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like any. I mean, I don't know. There's pretty much everything. Everything's already on.
Do you think anything would like kill it on Shop? That's not on there.
Lockheed Martin. I'm just kidding.
What is that?
It's a missile defense company that works for like the military. But they actually do have like clothing now, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they do that, but
it's so funny.
Or like Boeing.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I can't think of anything because like everything I already want. I mean, like Billabong just came on. I really like their clothing. Quicksilver. I really like.
Are you verticalizing, or are you still just doing whatever you like?
I talked to the verticalization team a lot, and I think what they're doing is right. I think verticalization is the right direction for TikTok, and as a consumer, I think that's what people will want. But that's not what TikTok's algorithm's like doing right now. Like you look at the big creators, just follow where the money's at right now. Like what is the money showing? Big creators are promoting anything that they really want. Obviously, there are some that like verticalize really well. Like one of my clients, Brody, I think he does all gym equipment. And that's just like he's just really passionate about it. He's like, I don't want to try anything else, just gym equipment, and it works for him. So I don't know. That's what I've noticed.
What are some of your biggest success stories that you've had with clients?
Okay, so my sister's at 12 million GMV. My mom's at 2 or 3 million GMV. I'm at 3 million GMV. My two best friends are 2 million GMV each. My physical therapist brother, he's like one of the top live streamers. He does like 40K a month commission. And then I think he's at over 2 million GMV. I have a ton of other like random clients that like I'll be like, oh, I forgot, like we were working together a couple months ago and then finally like they took off, or they took off. I don't know. There's tons, but I think total like for data that I can prove with screenshots that people have sent me, because that's the only thing I have other than I guess I could use the agency, but it's over 22 million in mentorship GMV that I've coached personally, but I know it's over 50 million. I just don't have the proof for it, so I don't claim it. But I know for a certain it's 22 million.
And your sister's half of that.
Yeah, which is crazy because that's like obviously like me and her still work together on like product selection and stuff, but obviously she's mostly, stepped out.
Did you ever think that your sister would have this much success?
I had a good feeling, right? Because like I mean, this is still really early. Like when I started TikTok Shop, I made money like right away. It took her like 3 months, and to her in that world, it was like that was so long because she saw me right away success. She was like, "Oh, 3 months, like I'm not having any success." But then she made 70K her third month, so in profit. So I was like, and then ever since then, it's been over 50K commission every month or 100K commission every month since then. So she's like one of the most consistent creators I've ever seen, or as much as I know, but. Yeah, I didn't expect it to go that well. Like, I was like, that's crazy. But,
yeah, that is nuts.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
To pass up, like, most of the top creators.
And it's just one account, too. Just one TikTok account, and that's it. Yeah.
That's insane.
Crazy, dude.
Wow. That's incredible. Well, dude, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I mean, is there anything that we didn't touch or that we didn't cover, like...
Not really. I'm January. I mean, this will probably be out sometime, but January 1st, I'm announcing my process of building my deodorant brand. And every creator is more than welcome to join me on that process because it's built by creators. Like I want the creators to all be a part of it. It's a very charitable thing. So like I'm also thinking about a portion where people like if they donate or they pay, they get more access to like voting in other things or deciding certain things, and all that money is donated to charity. I want it to be a very charitable brand. And just build something fun, something that all the creators feel like they can come together for a good cause, and also something that we can build that we enjoy. So, yeah. Incredible, man. Well, listen, I think that you're probably one of the hardest workers on TikTok Shop. So shout out to you for getting your workout in, getting your army and getting your wife, your sister, your mom, your business, your personal coaching, your TikTok Shop, your YouTube, your thumbnails, everything, bro. Thanks, man. Congratulations on everything, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Subscribe if you guys are new. All of Nick's links will be down below. And maybe we can do a collab post on YouTube. Yeah, we'll see. Let's do it. Sweet. All right.